The Mouse with Hat Story. Professor Rocca was a plant scientist. He decided to prepare his farm before his two grandchildren, Apricot and Mandarin, came in 2 weeks' time. They were going to spend their summer vacation with him. After the day passed, a weird rat appeared. He wandered around the house with a hat on his head. "How weird," Professor Rocca said. "I'll get rid of him quick before my grandchildren arrive." He got a fat cat with big whiskers to get rid of the mouse and get him out of the house. The cat failed and the rat stayed. He appeared in the house every day. Professor Rocca didn't know what to do. He was worried that the rat would get in his granddaughter's way. His grandchildren finally arrived. When they saw him, they ran to hug him with their arms opened wide. When it was late at night, Mandarin heard a voice under her bed. She shrunk from fear and said, "Apricot, can you see what it was? I really had a fright." When Apricot searched, they found the rat, but it quickly ran and escaped from their sight. The next morning, Professor Rocca got a trap and said, "How about that?" "But you put nuts instead of cheese," said Mandarin. "It's because that's how mice are pleased," said Grandpa. The rat smelled the nuts, but before he ate, he thought it might be a trap and quickly escaped. He knew it was a trick, so he put Professor Rocca's socks on the edge of a stick and put it in the trap instead. The next morning, he got his sock from the rat trap and promised his grandchildren that he'll take care of that. Professor Rocca decided to start a plant war. He can't bear this situation anymore. He felt he should be a soldier in the field. For he can't stay without socks anymore. Professor Rocca said, "Mice hate the smell of peppermint, and with these black pepper bombs, we'll sure get rid of it." Apricot yelled, "We'll get rid of him very soon." The rat put on a protective mask and stole Apricot's sock. Professor Rocca decided to use other plant weapons. He said, "I have a trick, it's quick and effective." Mandarin said, "What are these strange plants?" "These plants are called Venus flytraps. They mainly feed on flies, but they also eat mice, frogs, and lizards." He can't run away this time. A few days passed and the two grandchildren watched the plants. They found that they caught plenty of insects, but they didn't catch the rat with the hats. One night, they heard a scream for help. At that they were so happy and they said, "Finally we caught the hat rat." When they went to see where the sound came from, they found that the tail of the fat cat's tail was between the jaws of a Venus flytrap. While the hat rat was laughing at the fat cat, Professor Rocca's net came just like that. The end. Thanks watching on my video.